What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we made it into Petalburg Woods. Well, actually, we made it all the way through Petalburg Woods, and we are almost to Rustboro City, but we have just a couple more trainers to take down before we get there, starting with a double battle. Now, these types of double battles right here were introduced in Ruby and Sapphire. They're, twin trainers that you can... I mean, they're not always twins, but trainers that are set up in such a way that you fight both of them together in double battle. However, in Emerald, there's a new concept that was introduced that was not in Ruby and Sapphire, which was, I believe, called tag battles. Now, the difference with these kinds of battles, and I'm just going to use Growl, the difference with these types of battles is the fact that you instead, you could basically make these happen with any trainers. Basically, all you had to do was stand in the sight, in the line of sight of two trainers at once, and therefore you would battle them both, even though you weren't technically meant to. But because of the orientation of trainers being moved around in Emerald as opposed to Ruby and Sapphire, this is now a thing. And this is something that would continue on in the future, at least for a little while. I don't know if every game in the future still has it, but it did make double battles a little bit more commonplace and accessible, but it also allowed you to, as a result, finish up, make your way through swaths of trainers a lot quicker, which is kind of nice, and we will be encountering a lot more of that in a future route, not too long from now, actually, just north of Rustboro. We'll get to show that a few times, but, okay, let's make our way through this incredibly slow battle, because, well, it's going to be that way, unfortunately, due to the nature of all of these growls that they're heaping upon us, and come on, man! Don't gimme that, man! I'm gonna Bullet Seed Lotad if I can. Okay, I'm glad you used that Astonish on... Well, I guess... couldn't have used Astonish on Ziggy because it wouldn't have done anything because it's a Ghost-type move. I'm dumb. And Ziggy level 4. Woohoo! It's not like it's going to mean anything. I'm not leveling this guy up. As much as it would be nice to take advantage of his pickup ability, it's not really my intent, I must say. Let's see. Oh, 3 times. Maybe Ziggy can finish him off. Come on. Yeah! Heck yeah. There's that same type attack bonus. I will take that. And Gina and Mia have been defeated. Alright, we have one more trainer to take care of before we get this route done and over with, and that is this guy right here. But before I talk to him, I'm going to talk to this old lady. If you see berries growing in loamy soil, feel free to take them, but make sure you plant a berry in the same spot that's common courtesy. Here, I'll share this with you. And just like the girl in the Pretty Petal Flower Shop, this lady also gives you 1 berry every single day. Basically, I believe from the same rotation. It's just, I don't know if it's perfectly lines up, but yeah, pretty much everybody that gives you berries in this game gives you berries every single day on our rotation. So anyway, I'm gonna grab these berries right here, and then we're gonna fight this guy who I do not think is stocked up entirely with Magikarp, and thank goodness, despite this guy's apparent claim that he's a water Pokemon expert, even though we know for sure that he's probably not. Okay. Oh, well, there's a Magikarp. I hope you don't all have Magikarp, dude. I hope you have something else that's worth my time. Please, please, don't do this to me. Don't. I beg of you. I hate wasting my time with Magikarp. It's such a douche move, too, to just stick Magikarp trainers in this game just for no reason whatsoever. And they do it, like, in every Pokemon game, too. There's always one trainer, no matter what generation, where they're just stocked to the brim with useless Magikarp. And it's rude. If they were Gyarados, I wouldn't mind, but it's rude just wasting our time with Magikarp. Oh, he son of a... Ivan, I'm done with you, man. I'm done with you. I am absolutely done with you. Alright, well, luckily, after this, Magikarp goes down, and we are officially done with this. Then we can take a look around Rustboro City. There are a few things of note that I would like to draw your attention to as soon as we get in there. Except for the fact that I'm actually not going to go directly into Rustboro City. I'm going to start out by going around the perimeter of Rustboro City. So we are technically in it, but I am going around this way because there is an item over here that you can grab. 1X Defend. That may come in handy later. Potentially, possibly. I don't know about that, actually, because I'm not really building a team that's going to be too frail on the defensive end, if I'm being honest. So, anyways, we're here in Rustboro City. Now, there's a few places to note. This is not one of them. That building has absolutely nothing going on in it. Same with that building. Well, actually, I think there's like a trade you can make in here, maybe, or something to that effect. I just want to make sure. Yeah, perfectly suited names, my expression of originality. And do you have anything, lady? Giving the name of Pikachu to Pikachu? Okay, maybe it's not in here. I think there is a place where you can instigate a trade. It might be in the trainer school, which is right here. We'll teach you anything about Pokemon. So let's have a look around inside. There's a few things of note in here. First of all, Pokemon control items. Yes. Okay, I don't really care about that. You know, some Pokemon moves. Okay, it's not you. Maybe it's the kid with the glasses? Nope. I could have sworn there was a trade option here somewhere, but we'll get around to that later. For now, we have this guy again. Hello, didn't we meet before? I think back in Petalburg City. Let me introduce myself. My name's Scott. I've been traveling everywhere in search of outstanding trainers. More specifically, I'm looking for Pokemon battle experts. So what brings you to this school? Are you a trainer too? First thing you should do is to have a Pokemon learn the move Cut. If I remember correctly, someone in this town has Cut. And we will be getting that in due time. But before we do that, I'm going to talk to this guy who immediately just walks away from us. Stares, and then walks back. Students who don't study get a little taste of my Quick Claw. Whether or not you're a good student will be evident from the way you use this item. And we have obtained the Quick Claw, which is completely redundant considering my starter. But this is actually a pretty darn good hold item to get right at the beginning of the game. Quick Claw, a hold item that occasionally allows the first strike. There will be a Pokemon on our team that will take advantage of this later, but basically just a random chance that even if your Pokemon's slower, they will attack first. Really comes in handy if you picked like Mudkip, for example, but with Torchic and Trico, not so much. The determined expression that live where you move, and you're well-trained Pokemon. You're obviously a skilled trainer. No, wait, don't say a word. I can tell just by looking at you. I'm sure that you can put this hidden machine to good use. No need to be modest or shy. Go on and take it. And we've obtained HM01, which contains Cut, and that is what we are going to be giving to Ziggy right off of the bat because, well, unfortunately, I mean, despite the fact that we can't use it yet because we need to defeat the gym leader here, he's going to be the one that's going to be using it in the future, so let's give it to you. I do not want Toothless to learn it. It is not a strong... I mean, despite the fact that it is technically stronger than Quick Attack, it's not strong enough to warrant being stuck in his party up until, you know, the point in the game where I'm actually able to remove that. And, okay, I think we want to go in here now. I think this is the place, if I'm not mistaken. Is it? Nope, it's not in here, although that part is kind of weird. There's these parents that overly dote upon their daughter that are in there. That's very strange. Maybe it is actually in this building that I said there was absolutely nothing going on in. There's a little boy I want to talk to who says that his dad works at... Yep, there it is. His dad works at the Devon Corporation, and he's going to give us... Kid! Oh my gosh! My daddy's working at the corporation. My daddy made this, but I can't use it, so you can have it. And we've obtained the Premier Ball. Now, Premier Balls can be gotten normally, but that's a free one. It's basically just an inverse Pokeball in terms of its color scheme. It's all white. It's predominantly white and less red, if that makes sense. You can actually get these by buying Pokeballs in multiples of 10, and for every 10 you get a Premier Ball. Not really anything special about it. It's just kind of an aesthetic thing. That's why I'm not really going to be buying any Premier Balls. I just wanted to take the freebie that I can get. For the sheer fact that Premier Balls don't actually have an enhanced catch rate. They catch just as efficiently as regular Pokeballs do. Okay, maybe the trade I'm thinking of is back here. Hello? Yeah, okay, maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there isn't a trade going on in here after all. So let's get on the heck out of here, and let's head on over to the gym now. Well, actually, before I do that, I should probably go heal. Just a second. Alright, now we can head on to the gym. Apologies for the cuts and everything, and me being kind of aimless and wandering around. Hold on! One more house. I must check. My Pokemon is cute? Sure, I knew that, but if you really want, I'm willing to trade it to you. There you are! I knew I'd find you. I'll trade you my Seedot for a Ralt if you want. Well... It's actually kind of funny because I have a Ralt, and to make it even more interesting, there is actually a benefit to doing this. Now, granted, Ralt is objectively better than Seedot based on what it evolves into. It's not to say Shiftry is terrible by any means, but here's the rundown about this. The reason you would want to do this is because Seedot is a traded Pokemon, and therefore will level up a lot quicker as a result. The one downside to this being, the second that the Seedot out-levels whatever badge you're at, it's going to stop obeying your commands and start missing moves. So I would advise doing that after you get the Rustboro gym done. But that said, if you really do want to get a Shiftry on your team, which isn't bad. I mean, Dark Grass is not a terrible typing, despite the fact that you're quad weak to Bug. But in this game, that's not really an issue. But yeah, I would highly advise doing that, actually. It's not a terrible decision if you're not somebody who necessarily needs a Ralt. But of course, you know, you have to weigh your options because, I mean, getting a Ralts is very difficult in this game, and I just got plain old lucky. All right, let's kick the crap out of youngster Josh with Bullet Seed and that quad weakness to grass that these rock ground types have. So, unlike, you know, previous gyms like with Brock and whatnot, this is not a rock ground gym. This is a rock gym. Yes, you're going to see a lot of Geodude in here, but you're also going to be encountering a Pokemon that's going to give you a little bit more trouble because it doesn't have that quad weakness necessarily. This is also the only gym where you're really going to have trouble if you pick Torchic. And by the way, this is how you set up a tag battle right here, is by doing this. Getting in the line of sight of those trainers, which I shouldn't have done now that I think about it, because now I'm going to be sharing my experience with Ziggy. Darn it! Oh well. I can make this work. But yeah. Let's just do this thing. Let's just freaking kill these stupid Geodudes, and I actually need to remember what the heck I was just saying a second ago. Oh, I totally blanked out. I am so sorry. It's because I made a really stupid decision. I shouldn't have done this. I don't want to tag battle at the moment, but at least I'm showing it off now so I don't have to show it off again in the future. So there is that. Because I really wanted Toothless to finish off this gym at level 16. I mean, it's still possible, but I don't think it's going to be until after the gym leader fight, which is a little bit unfortunate because I kind of wanted to go into that fight with an evolved Trico. So... oh no, Mudsport. All those electric attacks I'm going to use on my checks notes, Trico and Zigzagoon, are going to hurt really bad. Jokes aside, actually, I'm pretty sure that Zigzagoon can learn like Shockwave and Thunderbolt. So, or at least Linoon can. I don't know if Zigzagoon necessarily can, but... well, it's actually kind of funny. A lot of normal types can learn some of those more interesting TMs, which is really weird, but granted, as cool as that sounds, it's not really actually that useful because, well, I mean, first of all, no same type attack bonus, and second of all, most normal types are physically based as opposed to special attack based, so there is that unfortunate reality. Probably the worst offender of that is actually a Pokemon that's up in the next route, which is Skitty. Delcatty can learn just about every single TM in the book, but unfortunately its base stats are just so horrendous that it can't take advantage of literally anything it uses. Not even its own normal type attacks, which is a real shame because I absolutely love the design of that Pokemon, but gosh, its base stats are horrendous. Please, Game Freak, give that Pokemon a Mega, for crying out loud. It's so sad. It's like, it's seriously one of the worst fully evolved Pokemon in the entire, like in all of Pokemon. Probably outside of like Sunflora. Like, it's really bad, and it makes me sad, actually. It really does, because I really love Delcatty's design. Regardless, now we've gotten Ziggy up to level 7 totally by accident. Let's go around these fools, and let's go say hi to the gym leader. Hello, I'm Roxanne, the Rustboro Pokemon gym leader. I became a gym leader so that I might apply what I learned at the Pokemon Trainer School in battle. Would you kindly demonstrate how you battle and with which Pokemon? You got it, honey. Here we go. Taking down Roxanne, who is also a kid, by the way. Don't yeah. We'll just leave it at that. She's also a kid. Just keep that in mind, please. Perverts out there. Ugh. So all she has is, I believe, 2 Geodude, but then her signature Pokemon is actually something we haven't seen yet, nor are we able to catch yet. But I will go over it when we get there. Let me just take down these Geodude, and Toothless is going to be level 16, which is awesome. Again, I really wish he was going into this fight because it would have given us a much bigger advantage, but I'm still not all that worried, if I'm being honest. Pretty sure he can handle this all by himself. So, I mean, I didn't bring any revives or anything, so if he can't, that would be a problem, but... level 16, alright, and with that, Toothless is trying to learn Pursuit, but Toothless can't learn for moves. Delete a move? Absolutely not. I do not want Pursuit because Pursuit is a special attack in this game, and despite the fact that actually Trico does specialize in special moves as opposed to physical moves, considering his current moveset, Pursuit doesn't really fit in very well. Not to mention there is no same type of attack bonus, and yeah, you kind of get where I'm coming from. I mean, Dark-type moves are just... there's such a missed opportunity in Generation 2 and 3, but thank goodness for the physical specials. But I'll try not to talk about it too much because I actually do like, you know, going back to this game and playing it pre-physical special split. But at the same time, it is kind of like, yeah, there are some definite missed opportunities without it in these games. And no, I do not think that Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are warranted a purchase just because they actually have those. Just want to say that right now. I will go off on those games at a later point in this Let's Play because, spoiler alert, I hate those games, but, or I hate them as remakes, and gosh, I really do hope that Generation 4, people who want a Generation 4 remake get something a lot better than what us Generation 3 remake hopes got, because that was pathetic. Regardless, let's try another Bullet Seed. Come on, go down. So Nosepass is a pure rock type. It's obviously like most rock types, it's mostly defensive based, but it has some very interesting moves. As you can see, it had Rock Tomb. It also has Block. A lot of moves that are designed to basically keep you in the battle. It also is capable of learning different steel type moves, which is very interesting, and obviously makes a lot more sense when it eventually evolves in later generations and gets its rock steel evolution. Unfortunately, it does not have that in this game, so it's not all that great. But anyways, we have now beaten Roxanne, we have gotten the Stone Badge, we have gotten 1,500 Poke for winning, and Toothless is evolving. Oh, heck yeah. I'm excited, because honestly, Trico is kind of a derp. Like, I love Trico, I really do, but of its 3 stages, Trico is just really dumpy looking. And I don't know. I mean, if I were to talk about my favorites in terms of aesthetics, in the Torchic line, I think Torchic's my favorite, then Blaziken, then Combusken. Combusken's kind of dumpy looking. And we got Fury Cutter. And then, I don't know, I kind of like all stages of Mudkip. Marshtomp and Swampert, honestly. I'm going to get rid of Leer, actually, because I haven't been using that all that much. Now, Fury Cutter is a very interesting move. This is kind of a snowball type move. So basically what you basically just want to keep the Fury Cutter rolling. Of course, there is also RNG in play with the fact that Fury Cutter is not perfectly accurate, but if you can keep a Fury Cutter rolling, it will keep exponentially adding the damage over time. It basically doubles the base damage of the attack with every successive hit. So it goes 10, 20, 40, 80, 160, and so on. So really powerful attack if you can get it going in a battle. Alright, so got Stone Badge. It also enables the use of the HM move Cut outside of battle. Please take this with you too. We've obtained TM39, which contains Rock Tomb. It has a base power of 60, an accuracy of 80, and it lowers the speed of the Pokemon hit by it. Really cool move. Not something I'm going to actually be able to utilize at the moment, unfortunately. And let me just make sure that... Oh, no, sorry. Base power of 50. My bad. So, unfortunately, not going to make use of that at the moment. I don't really have any Pokemon that are capable of learning it, but in time, we will be able to get a Pokemon that should be able to learn Rock Tomb. So let's get the heck on at it here. Oh, geez. Oh, this doesn't look good. Uh-oh. I mean, you seem so urgent, dude. You weren't even sprinting. Okay, well, let's go find out what the heck's going on after I go north, because that's not where they went. We're going to go over here really quickly, just because if I run over here and onto the sand, there is an item waiting for us, and it is a super potion, believe it or not. This early on in the game, I know. All right, now we can head back and we can go see what was going on with that Devon researcher, and then I can call this episode quits. About freaking time, honestly. Sir? What's going on? Oh, it's you. You're that fantastic trainer who helped me in Petalburg Woods. Help me. I was robbed by Team Aqua. I have to get the Devon kids back. If I don't, I'm going to be in serious trouble. So fired. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Well, we'll help you in the next episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. I hope you all enjoyed it very much. I'm going to heal between episodes, just so you know, so you're aware of the sudden fact that Trico's going, or sorry, Grovyle is suddenly going to have full health, but yeah. Anyways, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.